What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Beemer Fam. You guys join me in the beautiful city of Ann Arbor, Michigan, somewhere in the hills. Today we're checking in on the M4. It's been 6 months since we bought it back in late May of 2020. And today I'm just going to give you guys my honest opinions and thoughts on what it's really like to live with this car for 6 months as a daily driver. I picked this car up completely stock. There was not a thing done to it. So if you guys look at the car a little closely, you may see that it has a few different cosmetic changes done to it. We did a gloss black kidney grille up front. Those were about 120 bucks. We also did a gloss black side fin, which was also another 100 bucks. And if we come around back, we have this massive M4 CS style carbon fiber spoiler. We also have the gloss black OEM M4 badge. This spoiler was roughly around 350, almost 400 bucks. The gloss black M4 badge was around 30 bucks. We have the gloss carbon fiber tips from AWE, 3.5 inches. And that is paired with the non-resonated track exhaust from them as well. So last but not least, we have my social media sticker on the window, side with a nice AWE sticker as well. So just reminds you who's driving it and what the car is all about. So as far as exterior goes, I mean, this car, in my opinion, is probably the best looking BMW ever made. You can tell they really took their time and really took it up a notch in terms of design. Just the front end, you know, every time I look at this car, I just get excited and I just can't believe I own it. You know, it's borderline exotic looks, very sharp lines on the bumper. It's way different than like the 440, you know, just the regular 4 Series. You really can tell that this car is an M as soon as you see it. You know, with my E39, it's way more subtle. But we're gonna pop the hood and talk about the performance mods done to this car since I bought it. Oh yeah. So right here we have the S55 engine. It's basically inline 6 twin turbo. When I got the car, when it was stock, it had 425 horsepower. So now after the Alpine Motorsport Stage 2 tune, and then after the AWE non-resonated track exhaust, this car is pushing roughly around 520 horsepower and just north of that in torque. So this thing is very powerful, just as powerful as any modern day supercar really. And not to mention the weight. This thing weighs 3,400 pounds with over 520 horsepower. That is why I'm loving this car. So, you know, now that I've tuned it, got the exhaust, has it sounding amazing. It does feel like my car. You know, I was driving the car around stock, you know, kind of felt like previous owner's car just a little bit. But now that I've got the thing looking more like how I want it to look and sounding exactly how I want it to sound, you know, it really does feel like my car, which I'm grateful for. Maintenance on this car has been a breeze. So I've done one oil change and that's cost me around $95 in parts and around $35 in labor up at the local BMW dealership. So altogether it's around 125, 130 bucks ish to have this car completely serviced. So I think that's awesome. Something to keep in mind as well. So yeah, maintenance has really been, you know, stress-free at this point. You know, just to remind you guys, I do have warranty on this car. So if something major does pop up, hopefully that should be able to help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? But aside from that, absolutely loving the M4, complete beast in and inside and out. I have a handful of more modifications inside and out to do to the car. Aside from that, you guys are just gonna have to stay tuned. How about we hop in the car, go for a drive, and talk a little bit more about it. Join me in the M4. So let's talk about maintenance. I've only had to service this car once since I bought it. So what was included in that service is an oil change and an inspection. The dealer was doing a special where they do inspections for free at the moment. It's like a temporary thing. So that one was free. Usually you can expect to pay, you know, anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks on that. And the oil change, I went ahead and bought my own oil online from ECS Tuning for about $90. And then the dealer charged me around $35 in labor, I believe. So that's altogether around $125. The S55 engine is known for being one of the fastest engines to do an oil change on. So maintenance on this car has been a breeze so far. I mean, really $120 in the span of 6 months, and which is basically 6,000 miles as well. To me, is way less than I'm used to. On the M5, it's definitely more than that. And another thing to note about reliability and maintenance on this car, it came with a quart of oil in the trunk, but I have never had to top it off. Oil level has never dropped in this car, even when I've gotten on it pretty hard, you know, in the summer. So that's one of the big reasons I actually got this car. You know, obviously the M5 is an older, high mileage car. It's going to take more TLC and love and money at the end of the day to keep that thing running. As to where the way this platform and this whole car is set up is to be reliable. I mean, small liter inline six, twin turbo, low boost. At first I thought I was going to hate the sound of it, but having driven it more with this exhaust, I actually love it. It's not even a complaint anymore. I actually love the sound this car makes. It's a whole different experience than what I'm used to. I'm loving every second of it. So the DCT is extremely efficient as well. I really have no complaints. That'll just about do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.